Check, two, check. Check. Testing microphone H, mic check. Testing microphone H, mic check.
Here, while you pretend you're gonna sit there,
Okay.
okay?
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order this meeting of Tuesday, May 12th, 2026. The time is now 6:31. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Is there a motion to enter into executive session? Mr. Ponticello, is there a second? Mrs. Versace, all in favor? Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I know it's a packed night and it's a wonderful night for a lot of people, and happy to see so many friends and family here. Some business to take care of before we get to that. Is there a motion to reconvene the public session? Mr. Garcia, is there a second? Mr. Auer, all in favor? All in favor? Thank you. Could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are going to take things a little bit out of order, given the ceremonies we have tonight, and I would like to ask our student representative to deliver her report.
All right, so seniors celebrated Commitment Day on May 1st, so everyone had a great time wearing shirts that represented their future plans. There was a photo booth, they gave out chocolate-covered pretzels. The senior student council decorated the hallways, and everyone had a really good day celebrating their future plans and all the achievements that led up to it. Now we're looking forward to prom and all the year-end events that the student council is working on planning. The junior prom went amazing. All the juniors had a great time, and now they're looking forward to their senior year by taking their senior portraits. 8th grade is also looking forward to take their next steps. The 8th grade parent orientation was rescheduled to Monday, May 18th. And then the district art show occurred on May 7th, I believe. Talented artists from across the grade levels showcased their work. And the music department is getting ready for their spring concerts. So a lot of good year-end things are occurring. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leah.
Now I'd like to turn it over to Mrs. Mascarella for the superintendent's comments.
Good evening and welcome to our May Board of Ed meeting. Tonight is truly a special night. We gather tonight to celebrate our summa cum laude students as well as our dedicated staff who will be receiving tenure this evening. Both are monumental milestones and they serve as the headliners for tonight. But before we begin that program, I have some other celebrations to discuss with you. I'm pleased to share some other really outstanding things that have happened throughout our district. Earlier this month, our seniors participated in Decision Day, proudly announcing their future paths, whether it's college, career, military service, or trade programs. We congratulate the class of 2026 on this exciting milestone, and we eagerly look forward to their graduation next month. Our student athletes have been busy, and they continue to make local and national stage news. Congratulations to Gianna Ponticello, Mike, and Madison Crandon on being selected for prestigious national flag football events this June. Gianna will compete in the 2026 Stars and States event in Los Angeles, while Madison was selected for the USA Football Select Bowl, both incredible honors that recognize them among the nation's top athletes. In girls varsity lacrosse, junior captain Peyton Wise recently scored her 100th career goal, becoming one of only a select few students athletes in school history to reach that milestone. On the baseball field, Jackson Torres threw back-to-back no-hitters and was named Newsday Athlete of the Week. Congratulations also to Taylor Nietzsche for setting a new school record of career strikeouts, and to Bobby Westcott for becoming Plainage's all-time home run leader with his 15th career home run. So congratulations. We also congratulate Matthew DeSimone for receiving the U.S. Tennis Association's Eastern Long Island Championship Award for high school tennis. And we're incredibly proud of our senior Leah Moore for earning the Girl Scout Gold Award, which is the highest award in Girl Scouting, for a project. Leah created a specialized cookbook for our skills class that included visual supports and accessible recipes that they were able to do. So we thank her for that. And these incredible accomplishments reflect the dedication of our students, our coaches, our staff, and our families, as we are incredibly proud of them all. And speaking of being proud of what we do in Plainedge, both inside and outside of the classroom, I would like to, this was a very special recognition. Last week, we had Teacher Appreciation Week, and I want to share a truly extraordinary story. So NBC's Today Show decided they would air a special feature recognizing teachers who have a lasting impact on their students. Out of countless nominations, Morgan Flanagan, a kindergarten teacher at John H. West, was selected after being nominated by a former parent. The recognition was a whirlwind of excitement for John H. West, with NBC's Carson Daly, who visited John H. West to interview students and Miss Flanagan on Monday. And then on Thursday, Miss Flanagan and her entire class, with their parents and the principal, Mrs. A, I also went, and some teachers, were loaded onto a coach bus at 5:15 in the morning, and we went to the Today Show Plaza, where they participated in a live on-air lesson to show the world the magic that happens in every Plainage classroom each and every day. It was really incredible to see how they had it set up, just like a regular classroom. How the students were was even more incredible, and it was cold on top of that. But it was such a great reflection on our school, and it's what we see every day here. So we were able to share that with the world. In a spectacular conclusion, the segment featured a $50,000 donation to Plainage Public Schools from Melissa and Doug Foundation or company or whatever, in honor of Miss Flanagan's dedication to her craft. Now, before we show you a little clip, you know what $50,000 worth of Melissa and Doug things look like? It's a lot. It's a lot of Melissa and Doug going to happen here. So you can see it a lot around. Just keep looking for those barbecue sets. You're going to see a lot of grocery stores and things like that. So we're splitting it up along all of the buildings and among the pre-K also as well. With that, I would like to just share a little clip we put together highlighting some of the things that we saw there.
We are thrilled
As
to
I
share
load
some
the bus.
incredible news with the Plainage community. In honor of Teacher Appreciation Week, NBC's Today has selected John H. West Elementary
is
School
theirs.
kindergarten teacher Miss Flanagan for a special national spotlight. The kindergartners had an amazing time chatting with the hosts of the Today Show, sharing their excitement and what they love about their teacher. Known for her kindness, creativity, and dedication to her students, Miss Flanagan makes every child feel valued, supported, and excited to learn each and every day. This well-deserved recognition shines a light on the impact great teachers have not only in the classroom, but throughout the entire community. Congratulations, Miss Flanagan, and thank you for making Plainage proud.
Before we get on to watch it, or if you've seen it, we were able to also, she was inspired by one of our current kindergarten teachers as well, Tiffany, Miss Little, and she was there to, greet her. It was a surprise for Miss Flanagan. So it really was a beautiful day celebrating education everywhere and the great things that we do here in Plainage. It was quite remarkable how our students, I don't think they'll ever find another class that did that, because I was very distracted by Schmigadoon, this show that was showing the dancing and singing on the other set. They didn't pay any attention. They were just focused. It was really bravo to her and to our school. So thank you for listening. With that, time for the celebrations. So just let me say this first. To reach summa cum laude, a student had to be kind of like Matilda, finding power in pages, or like the Little Prince, seeing with the heart, and like Peter Pan, refusing to believe in the impossible. Well, today the story you've written yourself reaches its finest chapter yet. I'd like to introduce the very dedicated high school principal, Miss Ioko, who, by the way, has been, I think, at every single board of education this year. Good for you. And she'll recognize our students, group of students, and welcome to our summa cum laude class of 2026. Celebration ready to start.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mrs. Muscarella, Mr. Beyruti, members of the board, central administration, parents, family, students, fellow Plainage staff, and most importantly, our 13 students who have achieved a GPA of 100 or higher over their high school career. Yes, wow, I heard that, wow. This accomplishment not only reflects their intellectual ability, but their perseverance, their discipline, and their commitment to excellence. They have consistently challenged themselves with the most rigorous courses available, including college level and AP classes, many of which they were taking AP exams this week, and have excelled at the highest level. Many of these students will be entering college as sophomores with the amount of credits that they have earned in high school. What makes this group extremely special is they go far beyond their GPAs. Their GPAs just tell one story about them. They didn't simply meet the expectations, they exceeded them. They sought out every opportunity and took advantage of it and acted as role models and leaders on our fields, performers on our stage. They're active members in every club, and they're what our community represents. While academic success and hard work are important, it is just important to be a good person. And I can tell you that every single one of these students exemplifies what it means to be kind. They're not only high achieving, but they're genuine, they're respectful, and they're compassionate. They support one another. They're even sitting together right now. And they lead with integrity and make our school a better place because they are part of it. Now, it is my absolute privilege to introduce these exceptional students. And at the conclusion, I will recognize the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2026. At this time, I'd like to call up Caitlin Bonet. He's very happy for you. Joelle Dioka. Haley Eng. Hyla Goronsky. Congratulations. Evan Cass. Congratulations. Erin Ludwig. Congratulations. Francisco Martinez. Gori Parashar. Ariana Peterson. Andrew Picardi. Anthony Pravada. Congratulations, honey. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our class of 2026 salutatorian with a weighted GPA of 103.917, Chloe Hong. I'm going to talk about you. Chloe Hong is a fourth-degree black belt, which demonstrates her years of discipline, perseverance, and leadership. She has conducted research, which is very interesting, on whether cell phone dependence predicts academic burnout and procrastination. I'm sure Governor Hochul would like to see that from you. In addition, she's also worked through the school, besides her work through the school research program, she has independently pursued qualitative research and is currently in the process of being published in 4 research papers. She's also already been published in 3. In all of her other free time, she's an active trombone player with not just the band, but with the Think Symphony, where she organizes events and performances and galas, through the Think and Help Foundation, where she also serves as a secretary. She serves as the president of the Math Honor Society and the vice president of the Ethics Bowl, and has also been an active member of Student Council for all 4 years. In addition, she's the vice president of the English Honor Society and a member of the Science Honor Society and National Honor Society. She's an AP scholar with distinction, and she earned her AP capstone diploma at the end of her junior year. Chloe is aspiring to pursue a career in medicine, and she will be as she has completed internships at St. Joseph and NYU. She'll be continuing her studies at Boston College and will be majoring in pre-med. Congratulations, Chloe. And last but not least, we have our class of 2026 Plain Edge High School valedictorian with a weighted GPA of 104.027, Leah Muldoon. Leah has served as a student government president for 4 years and as our ex officio board member who's also been at almost every single board meeting this year. In addition, she's the vice president of the National Honor Society, treasurer of the Yearbook Club, and a member of the Math, Science, and English Honor Society. She's a very active participant in Best Buddies and competes nationally in Irish step dancing. She works part-time at Chick-fil-A in Levittown, so if you go there, say hi to her. And she consistently makes sure to schedule her shifts around her responsibilities and volunteerism at the school. She's completed extensive community service, volunteering at Good Shepherd Lutheran Preschool, Plain Edge Public Library, St. James Church, and the town of Hempstead Animal Shelter. She also has conducted impressive research examining how coaching styles affect the psychological well-being of high school athletes. She is also an AP Scholar with Distinction and an AP Capstone Diploma. And she earned her AP Capstone Diploma also at the end of her junior year. Leah made her college decision up until the last minute because she had so many offers, but she decided to choose the University of Maryland in the fall, and she will major in engineering. Congratulations, Leah. Thank you, everyone. We're so proud of these students, and with all of your support, this is why they're here tonight. Thank you.
Just incredible. And we're so proud of each and every one of our students, cum laude, their valedictorian, of course, fabulous research and great futures ahead of them. That said, tonight, celebration is also one of the most rewarding highlights of the academic year for us at a Board of Ed meeting. It's not just about business tonight. It's about celebrating the dedication, passion, and heart of the educators. 10 years is a profound milestone. It is the district's way of saying part. It's our teachers and teaching assistants being to see just met students, supporting colleagues. So it's really we had just in case that the impact the student teacher has is not just about the grades, it's about the impact of the person, the child themselves, building confidence and building kindness and instilling those kinds of values in the students. These honorees to spirit every single day. And it's a pleasure to recommend the people for tenure. And before we start, we ask for a round of applause for the faculty who is being tenured, and then we'll call them in. We'll start with Steve's on the end. I was going to give you a break since you're just up here, but you're sitting at the end, so it's a little problem. So you're first. Sayoko once again to give out the tenure certificates to teachers. I'm sure she's very proud of each of them. So there we go, Sayoko.
And I'd also like to welcome Mr. Parafuchs up to give out some recognition as well for everyone who earned tenure tonight. Okay. So I'm going to start with Mr. Michael Monjovi, if you can please come up here. Right before tonight, Michael came into my office and he asked me what he has to do at tenure. I said, you get to stand up here very awkwardly next to me while I talk about you. So here we go. I also told him he had to prepare a dance, so he's ready. All right, so Mr. Monjovi, this is his 4th year as a full-time chemistry teacher here at the high school. He has not only taught chemistry, but he's taken on a wide range of courses, including forensics, engineering, and applied science. And if that wasn't enough, he said, why not throw on AP research onto my agenda and let me spend my summer preparing for that? And that's what he did. The program has grown and he's been part of it, helping expand our science research for our students. He's also a great teammate within the department. He's always collaborative and always willing to help. And he's also always a good sport. Every year, the science department has a themed Halloween costume, and he always gets assigned the most interesting one, and he does not hesitate, and he fully commits to it, which shows you what a team player he is. Besides his willingness to collaborate on Halloween costumes, he also works very closely with his colleagues, especially as the science curriculum is getting updated this year, and he works on aligning it to the new standards with his department. He's constantly finding ways to be interactive into the classroom. He makes simulations of labs like Rutherford's gold foil experiment come to life, which is hard to do, and he makes it fun, to show how the structure of an atom was proven. Or he also does things like ionic speed dating. He also plays a key part of our forensics day setup, and he's someone who you can always count in to jump in and help. While he works extremely well with his mentor here professionally, things are apparently going so well that he's decided to move just 2 blocks away from her so they can collaborate all the time. I'm expecting even bigger things next year with your proximity now. Outside the classroom, Mike has served as the advisor for the Science Honor Society for the past 3 years, leading students in volunteer work and organizing activities for events like Safe Halloween, where his room is always one of the most popular. He also brings in guest speakers to give students exposure to important real-world science topics. Mike also loves baseball, both playing and coaching, and he also shows up for his students outside of class, attending their events and supporting them in everything they do. In short, Mike is a dedicated, creative, and collaborative person who makes our school a better place. We're very happy to recommend you for tenure. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Okay, next up, she cannot be with us tonight, but I'm going to talk about Susan Pylock. Susan Pylock's journey began at the high school in the fall of 2019 as a part-time teaching assistant, and she became full-time in 2023. From the very beginning, she has been extremely thoughtful and made a lasting impact. She is an essential part of our library program, helping bring the library to life. She fosters a genuine love of reading in our students while also helping them build critical research skills. She's played a key role in maintaining and growing the library's makerspace and has helped orchestrate and lead a variety of engaging initiatives, from March Madness for reading to card-making efforts for veteran and charitable food drives that bring our school together. She's collaborated with multiple school groups to increase food donations to Peach Pantry, such as the Student Council for Can Wars and Safe Halloween with the Forensics Club. Beyond the library, she's consistently stepping up wherever is needed. She helps support proctoring and provides translation services, drawing on her Spanish teaching background, and demonstrates flexibility and commitment. She also helps students with their Spanish when she sees them in the library. She has a remarkable ability to notice students who may be shy, struggling, or searching for a sense of belonging, and she takes them under her wing. Her dedication extends beyond the school day as she hosts the permit test for students after school and keeps the library open for students to have a safe, supported place to study. When students expressed interest in an esports club, Ms. Pylock became a co-advisor, helping to create a new and exciting opportunity that the students wanted. She does all this while balancing her time between her 2 children, with one who's also celebrating a milestone this year as they're graduating from high school, and another who's quickly approaching their college graduation. Congratulations, Sue. We're all very proud of you. And now I'd like to turn this over to Nicole Duffy.
So I'm tagging in for Bridget. She's sorry she couldn't be here tonight, but I am so lucky to be able to present and talk a little bit about Michael Giovanelli. If you want to come join me up here. So when I was tagged in for this evening, I couldn't have been more thrilled because there's nobody easier to speak about all the wonderful things he does for our students in our special class 913 than Michael. Mike is literally an angel on earth. And that is what everyone has told me as I texted really quickly to be like, what else could I say? Because he didn't want to tell anybody he works with today that he was getting honored tonight. So I'm going to be the first to blow my own spot and tell you that I told everybody. So with that being said, Michael came to us in the spring of 2022 as a leave replacement. From that moment on, we knew immediately that he was ours and we were not going to let him go. And I see Miss Nullett shaking her head in agreement. Started at the middle school, but we knew that he had a very special place here at our high school in our 913 classroom. Mike leads with patience, compassion, and love for the students that he works with. When I walk in the hallways and I will pass the classroom, or even if there is some type of high pressure situation or challenging behavior, if I see Mike there, we know that our students are in the absolute best of hands. He is always calm, responsive, attentive, and his true love for our students is evident in absolutely everything that he does. He's really developed a strong understanding of who our students are, what their needs are, and he's a pivotal person on our 913 teams. He goes above and beyond for our students. If there are students that are participating in Challenger, Best Buddies, you will always see Mike there leading his students with grace and kindness and his full heart. There's literally, all I can continue to say is that you have the patience of a saint as an angel on earth. And that is all we get to say. And we are so lucky to have you to work with us. Mike is also continuing to pursue his teaching degree. So I think that is something that, you know, we look forward to seeing you continue to pursue and bring that into our classrooms. And we know that our students and our staff are so lucky to have you with us supporting our students. So congratulations.
Let's go to the middle school. Mr. Drizzo.
Good evening, everyone. First, we'd like to need my glasses. I mean, I did 48 points, so I wouldn't need my glasses, and I still can't see it. Janine DePaul, where are you, Janine? Get up here. We have. Hi. Congratulations. We have three teachers tonight, all three in our special education department. Miss Duffy, Miss Murphy, wherever you are out there in TV land, and Mr. Maizano, our former special education head of director of special ed. Thank you. We've got three wonderful teachers to honor here this evening. So I am so proud to recommend Janine DePaul for tenure with the Plain Edge Schools. Janine began her career as a teacher assistant and spent 10 years in the New York City system and then returned to us. She began her career in Plain Edge. Did I say that? Yeah, began her career in Plain Edge, and then went to the city, spent 10 years in the city school system, and then returned to us with a level of experience and professionalism that has strengthened our entire school. She's often here until 5:30, and sometimes I'm one of those late nights and I'm looking around. What are you doing here? I'm just trying to get some work done for tomorrow. It's amazing to see that. Pushing herself to refine lessons and deepen her own dedication shows in the quality of her work. As an ICT teacher in both algebra and earth science, and I know how hard you work to become expert in those areas. We spent a lot of time discussing. She collaborates seamlessly with her partners, supports students with calm consistency. She brings a positive attitude and sets a tone for the classroom. She has a steady presence that students trust and a work ethic that colleagues really respect. Janine also completed an administrative internship, and I have to tell you, it was just so vital to us. Jen and Vito would attest to that. Did so much for the building, particularly with Lead Day, Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, which is a huge event, as you all know. Janine spent countless hours, even after the year after her internship. You also did that, and that's really appreciated. And that internship broadened her leadership skills and strengthened her ability to communicate with families and contribute to team decisions. She's generous with her time. She's steady in her follow through, and deeply committed to creating an environment where students can succeed. She listens, she responds thoughtfully. She always keeps students' best interests at the center of her decisions. Families trust her, colleagues rely on her, and students benefit from her every day. Janine embodies the qualities we value in our educators, and I offer my full and confident recommendation for her tenure with the Plainridge schools. We'd like to call up Jennifer Pasale. All right. Jennifer Pasale, she brings a decade of experience from New York City, from the New York City school system as well, where she served as a model ICT teacher and regularly welcomed colleagues into her classrooms to see what high quality ICT instruction truly looks like. She has taken the role of an ICT teacher to an entirely new level, collaborating seamlessly with partners, sharing ideas openly, and supporting both students and colleagues with a steadiness that comes from real professionalism. Jen brings a positive attitude to work every day, and I can tell you that kind of consistency is not something that you take for granted. Her ability to build strong partnerships has helped create an inclusive environment where every student feels they belong and every teacher feels supported. She also completed her administrative internship along with Janine, and also was vital to us in, once again, in putting together the Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Again, spent countless hours doing that and many other important activities in the main office, and we really appreciate that. And of course, those leadership skills broadened her understanding of how our school functioned. You can see that leadership in the way she contributes to team decisions, supports curriculum work, and helps move the school forward without ever needing the spotlight. Jen is respected by her colleagues, she's trusted by families and admired by students, and she brings a calm, grounded presence that makes the work feel a little easier for everyone around her. She is quite simply the kind of educator who makes a school better just by being part of it. Thank you, Jen. I think the 48-point worked because I'm not using the glasses, so this is... The only thing is my colleagues get nervous because they see I have like 50 pages and they get annoyed. Well, let's continue now with Kirsten Higgins. Took me a while to get your first name, right? It is my pleasure to recommend Kirsten Higgins for tenure with the Plainedge Schools. Kirsten has demonstrated exceptional instructional skill, strong relationships with students and colleagues, and a level of dedication that stands out. She teaches in our 15-1-1 English and Social Studies program and supports 8th grade students in both earth science and algebra, bringing energy and clarity to subjects that can challenge even our most confident students. What strikes me most is how consistently she shows up with enthusiasm. She is energetic, happy, efficient, and always thinking a few steps ahead. She sees every task through to the end and makes thoughtful adjustments along the way. Her support often comments on how her enthusiasm fills the room. Her students are engaged because she teaches with genuine joy. Kirsten's love of children and teaching is evident in every lesson she delivers. She makes learning fun, interactive, and hands-on. And her classroom reflects a place where students feel safe, supported, and motivated. She works closely with families, communicates clearly, and builds trust through her steady follow-through. Kirsten is also an incredible basketball player. And Rick Pitino, if you're listening and you need another point guard for the backcourt, you want to call this woman right here. It's that same competitiveness and focus that drives her in her teaching every day. Kirsten is an asset to our school community, and I am proud to recommend her for tenure with the Plain Edge Public Schools.
Okay, elementary, let's see. Mrs. Thurl from Shorting. Let's see what you have.
I can just go in any order. It doesn't matter. You're good. We're going to start tonight. We have 3 teachers from Schwarting that I'm so proud of. Tonight, we are so proud to recognize and congratulate Miss Megan Bender on receiving her tenure appointment. We're going to continue that special ed theme right now. As a dedicated special education teacher, Megan consistently goes above and beyond for her students each and every day. Her hard work, patience, and commitment to helping every child succeed are evident in everything that she does. Megan creates a classroom environment where students feel supported, encouraged, and capable of achieving great things. She builds meaningful relationships with students, colleagues, and parents, and approaches each day with kindness, positivity, and determination. What truly stands out about Megan is a genuine passion for teaching. She's always striving to grow, improve, and give her very best to her students. Her dedication to her craft and the care she shows for children and her colleagues and me make her an invaluable part of our school community. On a personal note, I cannot congratulate Megan without saying, as a fellow New York Islander fan, having Megan on staff makes me really happy. It's always nice to know there's someone else in the building who understands true loyalty, perseverance, and heartbreak every season. Megan, congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. We are so proud of you and excited for your career ahead. Next, Miss Sam McHugh, please come up. Sorry. I'd like to be the first to congratulate Sam on receiving her tenure appointment. Sam is truly the definition of kind, hardworking, and creative as she brings all those qualities into everything she does each day. As our stream teacher, Sam has an incredible ability to make learning exciting, engaging, and meaningful for all of our students. Her passion for teaching shines through in every lesson, project, and experience she creates. She's always encouraging from pre-K to 5th grade, all of our students to think creatively, problem solve, and take risks while always making learning fun. Sam is also the ultimate team player. No matter what crazy idea I throw at her, she always says yes. And it's unfortunate her room is right across from my office, so I'm always hopping up and running out and going, Sam, how about this? And she's like, okay, crazy lady. But she always makes it happen for me. And she usually makes it even better than I could have imagined. Her positivity, flexibility, and willingness to jump in whenever she's needed make her such an important part of our school community. Sam, your dedication to your students, your love for what you do are truly inspiring. Congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. We are so proud of you and lucky to have you at Schwarting. And now, Miss Angela Heliotis, please come up. Oh, poor Ange. She loves this. Congratulations. Angela is one of the most soft-spoken, sweet, and caring educators and people I've ever met. She brings warmth and positivity into our classroom every single day. See how outgoing she is? She's shrinking right now into that doorway. Don't let her leave, Perry. Make sure she doesn't get out that doorway. Her dedication to her students is evident in everything that she does. Angela creates a learning environment where students feel supported, engaged, and motivated to do their best. She has a wonderful ability to keep students actively learning at all times while making them feel comfortable, confident, and valued. Angela is truly an excellent teacher who has the patience of a saint. She's kind and committed to her students and makes such a lasting impact on our school community. You are consistently going above and beyond to ensure your students are successful, both academically and emotionally. Because sometimes when the boys aren't behaving well, she'll come into my office and be like, can you just, I'm like, yeah, bring them in. I'm yelling at them, bring them in. Because she's never going to do that. Angela, congratulations on this well-deserved achievement. We're so proud of all you've accomplished, and we're so fortunate to have snagged you from the city, and now you're here. She just pulled me the sauce. She didn't pull me the shot. Oh, we had bread stuff.
Mr. Wasserman. Are they for me?
You're the best.
I know. This was pointing at people to get at you now.
No. It is my pleasure to welcome Jennifer Vassatoro up here. These are for you. No, just kidding. Okay. It's 10:15 on a Tuesday morning, and the cafeteria at East Plain Elementary School is shaking from the sound of cheers, laughter, and excited voices. For a moment, you might wonder if Taylor Swift somehow stopped by for a performance. Maybe Bluey came to life and made a surprise appearance, or Carson Daly is recognizing another school in our district. Nope, it's just Miss V leading an SEL lesson on how to be responsible online. That level of excitement follows Jen wherever she goes throughout the Plain Edge School District. Whether she's at John H. West, East Plain, or Schwarting, students light up when they see her. They know they are about to be greeted with warmth, energy, and compassion from someone who genuinely cares for them. Jen has a remarkable ability to make every child feel seen and valued. The excitement surrounding her lunch groups can rival even the most beautiful day of recess, which tells you everything you need to know about the environment she creates for children. She brings joy and enthusiasm into every lesson, every group, and every interaction, helping students become the best versions of themselves. What makes Jen exceptional is not just the care she provides, but the dedication she has to constantly growing in order to better support our students and families. She is always looking to deepen her understanding of the challenges children face and the strategies that can help them succeed. When a new social media app suddenly becomes the newest trend amongst our students, Jen is already researching it, learning about it, and preparing herself to provide guidance and support to families and faculty. She believes deeply in a team-based approach and collaborates with outside providers, teachers, administrators, and parents to ensure our students receive the best possible support and care. She is thoughtful, nimble, and open-minded. often creating individualized and bespoke programming to address the unique needs of the Plain Edge community and the situations that arise. No matter the challenge, Jen approaches it with calmness, professionalism, and a willingness to do whatever is needed. What I admire most is that even on the toughest days, you never see her sweat. She simply steps in, adapts, supports, and gives more of herself to the people around her. Her impact may not always be measurable on paper, but it's felt every day in the smiles, confidence, and sense of belonging she helps create in our schools. If you really want to understand the impact that Jen makes, don't take my words for it. I'd like to share a few words from an important person that captures her impact best, one of her students. Miss V is important to me because she helps me get through a lot. When times are tough, she is always there. Jen, thank you for the extraordinary care, compassion, and positivity you bring to the children and families of Plain Edge each and every day. It's an honor to celebrate you and a bigger honor to be here supporting your tenure.
Okay. Last but not least, years old. She was piling them up. I would like to introduce Mrs. Azalahoff. I did it. I said it. I'm so proud of me. That was amazing. I need a minute.
All right, Mrs. Casey Innes, come on down. To truly understand Casey's dedication, you have to look at her history with us. Long before she was on the payroll, Casey was a standout parent at John H. West. In fact, I first met her 8 years ago when she was the PTA co-president. Her love for the school runs so deep, she refused to leave. She transitioned from parent to per diem sub, to resident sub, to leave replacement, and finally to classroom teacher. Most people eventually look for ways to leave, but Casey just kept finding new ways to get back into the building. In her second grade inclusion classroom, Casey has created a world of her own. And in fact, if you walk into a room, you see a bright neon sign that says, "Welcome to the jungle." And if you think like I do, every time I see that sign, I immediately start singing Guns N' Roses, "Welcome to the jungle, we got fun and games." Well, Casey really does have fun and games, but she doesn't run the jungle alone. Every great lead singer needs a powerhouse partner, and Casey has found that in her co-teacher, Sarah. Now, Sarah's her own force of nature, but watching the two of them work together is like watching a perfectly choreographed storm. Together, they balance, they lead, and they ensure that their jungle is a place where every student, no matter their learning style, can thrive and find their rhythm. Casey is consistently one of the first people in the building and one of the last to leave. If you see a silhouette hunched over a table in the evening, it's usually Casey tirelessly brainstorming new ways to engage her learners or perfecting an inclusive environment where every child feels that they belong. That support extends far beyond the students. Casey is a master of collaboration. Whether she's sharing moments through Parent Square or meeting parents exactly where they are, she ensures that families feel just as supported as their children do. Simply put, Mrs. Innes embodies the qualities we seek in an educator: compassion, expertise, dedication, and a relentless focus on what is best for students. Casey, you've already made a lasting impact on our students, our families, and our colleagues, and I know that you're going to continue to lead our jungle with heart and excellence for years to come. Congratulations. Okay, Conchita, it's time. So I actually remember Conchita's first day at West. I happened to be there that day, and she was waiting outside the office, and I introduced myself, and she told me she was just getting back into the workforce after being home raising her 2 sons, who I got to meet this evening. Her warm smile and honesty immediately captured my attention. But I walked her down to meet her classroom teacher, Miss Alex Sweeney, and the rest has been magic. To work in a life skills classroom, it requires a very specific set of skills. The patience of a saint, as we've heard tonight, the energy of a marathon runner, and a heart that simply doesn't quit. Conchita brings all of that and more to our community every single day. Her love for her students is evident from how she greets them in the morning, to her encouragement throughout the day, and through her undeniable yearning to help her students achieve. But beyond her expertise and her kindness, she's the ultimate team player. We all know those people who see a need and kind of like wait to be asked. Conchita is the exact opposite. She is consistently going above and beyond before the thought even crosses most of our minds. She collaborates seamlessly with our staff and has built relationships with her students that are so meaningful, it's no exaggeration to say they really do truly adore her. And I have to mention her secret weapon that is well known in her classroom. It's her sense of humor. In an environment that can sometimes be challenging, her positive attitude and quick wit really are a breath of fresh air. She doesn't just support her students, she uplifts her colleagues, and she makes the hard days easier and the good days even better. Simply put, we are incredibly fortunate to have her, and Conchita, I know that you are also making a lasting impact on our students, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. Congratulations. Two of our TAs could not be here tonight, but I would just like to quickly recognize Danielle Ferrantino and Brittany Rapetti. They are also TAs in our life skills program, and we could not do without them. So congratulations to both of them as well.
Thank you. Can we have one more round of applause for everyone honored tonight, the students and the teachers and TAs? We would like to pause for about 10 to 15 minutes and invite everyone to join us for some light refreshments right outside this door, and then we'll reconvene back in here for the remainder of the public meeting. Session. I can't promise it will be as exciting or interesting as the first one, but we'd like to move on to routine approvals at this point. Do I have a motion to approve item number 1, the approval of the minutes of the March 24th, 2026 Board of Education meeting? Mrs. Versace, is there a second? Mr. Ponticello, all in favor? Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve item number 2, warrant reports 103, 104, 105, 107, 109, and 110? Mr. Garcia, is there a second? Mr. Auer, all in favor? Do I have a motion to approve item number 3, the treasurer's report for March 2026? Mr. Garcia, is there a second? Mr. Pascarella, all in favor? At this point, we'd like to move on to our discussions and presentations. There is only one, but it is very important. It is the public hearing of the proposed 2026-2027 budget.
Thank you. The 2026-2027 budget was adopted by the Board of Education on April 21st, 2026. The proposed budget contains a 2.96% budget-to-budget increase and an associated 2.14% tax levy increase. A budget hearing must be held not earlier than 14 days and not later than 7 days before the annual budget vote, which falls on May 19th this year. The budget statement and required attachments must be made available to the public and are available on the district website. The budget must be presented at this hearing in plain language and in the three components. The three components are administration, capital, program, and the amounts of $10,977,789, $11,362,120, and $88,852,059 respectively. The school district budget notice and the budget newsletters are in the component format. The hearing is for informational purposes only, and no changes in the budget are permitted at this time. Please be advised that the budget presentation and voter information can be found on the district website.
Thank you, Mr. Perazzo. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve business items 1 through 32? Mr. Garcia, do I have a second? Mr. Ponticello, all in favor? Now I'd like to move on to Pride and Plainedge. This is an opportunity for board members to present on attendance and participation at school or community events, mostly that have happened since our last meeting. So anybody who'd like to?
Yeah, I'd like to, there's always so many events. None of that happens without a lot of work by parents, kids, staff. So thank you to all that. And I will just like to take a quick second to mention Memorial Day's coming up, 250 years of America. And I think it's never a bad time to celebrate veterans, but especially the people that didn't come back. So as we get ready for Memorial Day, this week and into next week, up in Lake George, they're actually reinterring 44 Continental soldiers. So when you really think how many years back that Memorial Day celebrates and honors the ultimate sacrifice of those soldiers and those great patriots. So I wanted to just take a minute to say that.
Thank you. Is anybody else who'd like to speak? Mr. Ponticello? Good. There are no new business or old business items. Are there any questions on the informational reports provided? Wonderful. We'd now like to open for the opportunity for public comment. Anyone who would like to speak, we ask that you please keep your comments to 2 minutes and that all comments are directed to the Board of Education President. And we do ask that you use the microphone and clearly state your name.
See that? Just put my AV skills to use there. Good evening, Perry Fuchs, President, Plain Edge Federation of Teachers. I have one point of information tonight. It's the same thing that I spoke about at the last board meeting, but I want to reiterate it for all the community members who are watching tonight. Don't forget, on June 17th, we have our fundraiser at Urban Air in Lake Grove. It's $35. You get the ultimate pass, the top level pass, and socks, a $50 value for only $35. All the proceeds that we raise that night go right back into the Plain Edge community in the form of college scholarships that we do in conjunction with our friends at the PTA. Tickets are available via the Parent Square message that went out. And we're going to talk with the district about getting a link right on the website so you can purchase tickets on the PTA membership hub. Any PTA leader can point you in that direction as well. Lots of tickets available. The cool thing, like I said before, is that parents do not need tickets. So you only need to buy tickets for your children who will be participating, and it's closed to the public that night. It's only for Plain Edge. It's going to be a great night. It's the first time we've ever done anything like this. It's a brand new fundraiser that we thought of with the PTA. PTA was all on board. So I really hope that Plain Edge community comes out that night. It's going to be a fantastic night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other comments? Do I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Ponticello, a second. Mr. Auer, all in favor? Thank you, everybody.